Hi, what's going on, guys? Crazy hair day. This is Trades with Dom. We are here in the Apex accounts, and man, oh man, was today a wild one. It is Thursday, May 30th, 5:55. Markets are closed. They're actually getting ready to open back up. Before that actually happens, let me make sure I close out on everything. Cool. So, today was a wild one, let me tell you. Started off today with a 250 and my funded account. So this one here is my 250. As you can see, blew it up. Was not doing excuse me. Was just getting caught in a lot of like these little areas that were like chopping, like especially like this stuff here, predicting it going one way, going the other. Let's take a look at the charts. As you can see, the day actually went somewhat decent. You can see that ended up going up 1300 here at one point. And I told myself, oh yeah, I should stop. I was already up like a bunch, and I was like, you know what, let me just see like how far I could push it. Let me see what we could do or whatnot. And that's what always happens, man. Never walking away. And then from there, just sized up, slowly but surely, trickled away. Ended up getting down 1400 because I went in 10 contracts. And then I ended up getting it back up 163. Definitely should have walked away at that point. But unfortunately, you always think that you're gonna do some. It got down as 2400, but the thing was is that doing these swings where it was coming back up and then dropping down. So I ended the day down. Oh, I mean, obviously I blew the account, which is crazy because I did have like some pretty good trades. Market was like pretty trendy as far as like some moves went. You could see a couple of these moves, 1450, 1650. So there was some good moves, but also had some pretty big losers, 1200, 1300, 1450, and all of this over here was about the time that I sized up and I started doing 10. For whatever reason, I was doing so well throughout the day. I had a couple of losers in there, but I was doing pretty good. And I think about here is where I was like, oh, maybe I'll stop. And then did a couple of small trades, and then I just sized up. So this one is gone, and it is what it is. I'm not really like upset about it because I know what I was doing. I was following my rules for the most part, and then it wasn't until I sized up that I was kind of just like jumping into the trades and whatnot. I wish I was able to actually show you them, but making this video a little too late. As far as my funded account goes, I actually started off trading today with this one first because of how yesterday went. I was down like 300 and some change by the end of the day. But benefit is though is that today I only took winners, 3 trades, and all of them were winners. I got a 170. Where are they? Yeah, so you can see here was this one 300, and then later on in the day I took another trade for a 160, and that was during the trend because it's crazy, there wasn't even any news like that, but like you see right now this is on 5, so now we're at 10 increments like on the levels or whatever, and you could see like once we got over here things just started to get wild. Like this doesn't look like too much, but if you go from here, which is 18,546, and when that drop started happening was at basically like 1600, or 18604. So that's like a nice little 50 ripper right there. And if you watch it from all the way up here where it really started, we're up here at like 18670. So this dumpage was just ridiculous. And what was crazy is that once we got down into this range on trading view, it wasn't like let me just do this. Give me a second. Trading view. Yeah. Once we got in here, so you can see my charts are actually a lot simpler. I took away a lot of stuff and just kept like certain specifics. So there's a level here that I had drawn. So here this one had became support, but that was this. So this is the overnight. This one it had broke it yesterday. So it came as a point of resistance. It ended up passing it, and then by the time that markets opened, it shot through, ended up holding resistance. I was asleep at this time. I didn't get up to like 10 o'clock or something like that. Oh, the markets are open. Let's see what's going on. Let's just take a look real quick. Oh, the dumpage continues. It's going. All right, let's go back. Okay. So, after it broke it finally, whatever. This was the next area. Blew through this both times. Like, I had a little chop around this area. And then, came back. And then once it finally broke it, once again, it came down to this one, did a little bounce, and then blew. And then after that one, we didn't have anything until this one here, 18,516. So I was like, man, if this goes all the way down here, like, you got to think about it. Where it's at right now, even though it's dropping, where it was, like, the next, like, area was up here, which was 18,582. So that's about 70 points, just under 70 points that, it was a range where I was like, man, if this goes, this is going to go. Like, there's not really anything. Like, and you kind of see it now, like, there's not really much happening that is going to kind of, like, push off of this. The new pivot points will be made. So once that happens, like, we'll see something here. You could see 18,506 is this new starting point. But yeah, I would imagine that, we're going to end up covering that. But enough of that. We're not talking about what the day to come. So yeah, funded account ended up 450. Like I said, I didn't want to take too many trades. I did 3 trades, won them all in the beginning, or 2 trades in the beginning, and I was up like 300, something like that, like 300, like 290 something. And then after that, I took this last trade when the market really started to dump, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So doing great in the funded account as of right now. And then since this one blew up, I grabbed another one. This one's wild. So at this point, I was kind of seeing red already, which is even more crazy because I ended the day up. Like, even though I blew this account up, I don't have any more, what's it called? I'm still in the positive. So Apex, can I get my money for that? Oh, crazy. Let me actually, you know what? Is this the right one? Yeah, no, this one got blown up. So, open this one up, and, didn't do bad, but the thing is that my swings, you can see here, was boom, 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 and I got all the way up to 6,600, but me being a goofy, like, towards the end, I just started doing, like, 20 contracts, because I was like, whatever, and then, of course, got up there to 66, and then I was like, oh, let me just try one more trade with 20 contracts, right? So it says 66.14, and then that one, I lost 2,000 on that trade. So, there's a big chunk right there. Took a couple of little trades there, and just kept rocking with the 20 like a goofy. Went from 4,000 to 1,700, and, at this point, I was like, oh, yeah, I should probably stop. And then, knowing me, thinking, oh, let me make that money back, you can see, I got 2,000 twice, and then next thing I lost 26,375. You see, at that I started sizing down towards these last couple of trades. So yeah, just being stupid. I know better. I know I should have stopped. I was even gonna stop when I got to like here, when I hit 1,000, because I had sized up to 10, but then I gave it back, and then I got it back. Basically, I was still down 200. Basically made it back right here in these 2 trades. Took another L, and then that's when I sized up. And around this time, this is when the market was really, really like pumping. So it was just chasing the trend. That was just basically the result of that. And then this account, I just opened it up. So this one's still active. We're doing pretty good. 5,500 still left in the drawdown. I was trading this until I had to leave. So on this one, we ended the day up 900. And again, with this one, same thing. Major swings. Major swings. You see, like, towards the end, I started to, I won my last couple of trades, but again, I was still, throwing 20 around, I think. I was either throwing 20 or 10. It was still sizing up. So you see I took like a nice little stretch here, so I was negative at 1.945, and then a couple little winners, and then I got a $1,360 move. Again, market was just dumping crazy. Took a couple more, got one more in there, and then I took one big loss. So I was like, let me just get it back. And then at the end of the day, I was able to grab just a couple more to kind of like be able to make that back. All of these are $100. So in the end, this is like 2,000 right here. So at least it covered that up. It brought me back over to 912. But the thing is I was trading such large size that my fees are just ridiculous. So this one I didn't take too many trades, but as you can see, 350 contracts were used. So that definitely ate into my lump sum here of what's it called. It was more negative on the day, but as you can see, I got down as far as 26.56. So to be able to, my P&L swings are crazy at times. So to go from 1,200 up to 27 down basically to back up 1,000, it's pretty wild. But it is what it is. I know what I did wrong. Today I did a lot better at at least following my rules. So there's that benefit. And I like the fact that I am trying to simple it down. As you can see, I still have a lot of indicators here, but slowly and surely I'm seeing what I absolutely need and what I can get rid of to kind of simplify my process and, just trade smarter, not have to worry about like 15, 20, 30 different indicators to be like, oh well, the VWAP is crossing over the 200 EMA and nah. Simplicity is key. And yeah, that is my day to day with Apex. So probably not gonna trade this overnight. We still got tomorrow. Let's see, actually, where's my Apex? Let me see, this one here, we're logged in. Let's see if I can pull up the charts. Maybe they updated already. I'll show you my eval charts. Yeah, I guess not. So they haven't updated it, but as you can see, these are still there. I don't know why this still says active. This one's blown up. I blew this up a while ago. Like, I literally tried to trade it and it just did not work. So I don't know why this is still here. Maybe they just haven't cleared it out, because I've been trading since January 1st 2000. But on my PA account, made a nice little comeback after yesterday's loss to be able to recover and then still be in the green. So we got 3 days here and we are up 330. We're going to keep this steady because we are trying to get to that payout. I won't make the payout period this month, or not this month. I won't make it for this pay period for this weekend. But by the 15th, I will be activated and I will have my first ever funded payout with Apex. So definitely excited about that. We're definitely going to take it one day at a time and make sure that we stay consistent. So thank you guys for tuning in. Today is the last day for the 90% off. Now, with everybody getting denied, I do see them making sure that they keep a sale running so that way people could still jump in. But, at the end of the day, they ran this for a good 2 weeks, so it'll probably drop down to 70 or 80. Regardless of whatever the sale is, once you see this video, I have a code down in the description. Make sure you guys use that so that way you can get the best deal always. And with that being said, stay smart. Make sure you guys keep up to date with all the new rules and announcements that Apex is making, so that way you are making sure you are doing what you need to do to get funded. No DCAing, making sure that you are taking care of everything and being a responsible trader, because at the end of the day, we all trade so that way we can make money. So with that being said, appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.